Alright everyone, we're back. Here's the battery. Let's get going here. Where's the key? I'm pretty sure I don't have the key. Oh great. The key got lost. I'll be right back. Sorry everyone, I got the other battery. I know where the other key is to the other one. It's just, it's hard to find right now. It's in the backpack. Come on, get in. Alright. Anyways, I'm in a hurry. I thought I got off to a good start, but now it's a late start. Alright, get on, Rose. Turn the battery on. I got no time for the speedometer. Yeah, you ready? It's broken? It's shaking too much? Sorry, Rose. Alright. You okay, Rose? Shaking too much? Well, I guess the tube is shaking too much. So, don't know what to say. Actually, I might be able to do this one-handed. Now the problem is, I can only go so far, and hopefully my young one will not, the thing will not wiggle as I'm putting this in here. Okay. Challenging morning. I didn't get a good night's sleep. Oh, look at that couch. Alright. Yeah, I'm late again. I'm gonna be late again here. Man. Maybe I should just take the car, but oh well, what's done is done. Nothing I can do about that now. Phew. Anyways, I'm gonna take her to the front office. She's not available. No one's in the front. Good morning. All right. It's a little rough morning. I had an ant bite. And when I went to the park, and it was inflaming my foot, and I think it's causing other inflammation because my little thumb sprain started to get inflamed, and I couldn't sleep for some reason last night. So as long as I go to a slow, moderate speed, the swaying, the shaking of the co-pilot doesn't happen too much. But now I gotta beat the clock. Now I gotta beat the clock here. Oh, look at there's the tricycle man on his bicycle, on his tricycle I should say. Wave hi to him. Oh, I'm really late. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I thought I got up early enough, but man, I gotta leave by 7:30. I left. It's like it's almost 7:50 right now. So I left 15 minutes late. Anyways, this is the last week of school. I don't think my young one has an exam or anything. It's pre-K. So, this is about the fastest I can go, just under 20 miles an hour, or the READYACTION co-pilot starts fishtailing. I could tell because I could feel it in the handlebars. It starts moving around. Anyways, it's the day after Memorial Day weekend, Memorial holiday, so anyways, satellites are still kind of thinking, so I'll let it think. Oh, there's a dead snake in the road. Anyways, I hope everyone's had a great holiday weekend. I hope everyone had a great holiday weekend because all I did was just sleep, relax. That's all I did was sleep. So I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything crazy or anything. I just took a nap.
GPS is connected.
Alright, GPS finally connected. Excellent. I'm not putting a lot of effort into pedaling. Oh, I'm going to be late. Anyways, after this year, I won't be going this route, or after this school year, which ends March 31st. That's the end of the school. I won't be going down this way. I'll be going the other way, which is only literally, if I ride a bike, 15 minutes away. So this will be a lot quicker. Come back home come back home and just come back home and just ditch the co-pilot, and then from there I'll be riding whatever, or even just stay home. Who knows? Or I could ride the rest of the community and come back. I mean, by the time she gets to kindergarten, I think they get out at regular times. I think they get out at a regular time, which would be about, you know, whatever that time is. Which I think is, I don't know, 3 o'clock or something like that. Anyways. Only 3 more days of school, and that's it. So three more days of school. So I'm going to try to keep this at 20 or under 20. Fortunately, it's going to take me longer to do this, but at least it'll get done. I don't have the water bladder with me today. I'm drying that off, cleaning it up. Gets a little I don't know, mildewy, algae-ish if I leave it in there too long, but so I had to clean it up, rinse it, wash it a little bit. Now I'm leaving it to dry. I'm getting a little strange coloration around the mouthpiece, which I can't get rid of. I guess that's common. So, anyways, gotta leave earlier next time. But man, I couldn't sleep. I just felt like something was keeping me up, and I think it's that little tiny ant bite. That little tiny ant bite. It's been a long time since I've been bitten by an ant, a fire ant, and man, I can feel it throughout my whole body. I've noticed when I've been bitten by a fire ant in the past that it just inflames kind of like the whole body. I mean, there's inflammation around the bite, and then I notice like in other areas there are swelling and inflammation not around the actual bite area. And I think that's just the chemical or the reaction I'm having. I guess I can say I'm having an allergic reaction. Not a severe one. I can still breathe, but just something I noticed. So if we're going to be late, might as well just be late in fashionably reasonable time. all that traffic. Trying to avoid all these debris that fell from the tree debris. Oh. Anyways, I looked at the price of Bitcoin over the weekend. It did crash, and this is Tuesday morning, the is it the 29th? Yeah, 29th, May 29th. And gotta watch out for people making left turns here. They like to honk at me for some reason. All right. So this morning I checked the price, and let me gear down here. There we go. Get a little bit better leverage here. So I checked the price this morning, and it spiked up after being down almost 7,000, close to hitting below 7,000. So I think it's one of those short squeezes that you see. So people got squeezed out of their short position, in my opinion. It'll eventually just go back down. That's what it does. It just kind of goes back and spikes up really high and gets people out of their short positions. Makes people regret that they sold at the bottom. Get them to buy back in at the top, and then slowly but surely comes back down. And that's typical bear market symptom. And they'll just keep doing that over and over and over and over again, to the point where it demoralizes the people who are investing in it and whatever cryptocurrency. They all took a dump. Everything's tied to Bitcoin, so when Bitcoin goes down, all the cryptocurrencies go down because everything's priced in Bitcoin, foolishly enough. Okay. And so, like I said, this cycle of a crashing market or declining market, that's definitely going to just repeat over and over until it extracts all the money from all those people who are still trying to play this game. They think they're in a bull market. They're going to still try to play this game. And it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. All the money that was made has to be given back up to, I don't know, and I would say 90%. I personally think the price is going to go down to like sub $1,000, because everybody who made the money already cashed out. All right, already pulled out. All right, all the winners are out of the game. They know this is a losing game, so they're not hodling, they're not doing anything. They're just watching everybody else panic and drown in their own misery. So 90% of the market is going to give back their money. The 10%, the winners, are going to essentially give back, are going to keep their gains because they're the smart ones. And so that's what essentially is happening for the most part. And that's what will happen. It's been happening, you know. That's just the cycle. It seems something seems to be about 90% of the people out there pay for 10% 10% of the world's wealth. Again, we're kind of in that pyramid thing again. But this is not a, I don't know, I've heard it mentioned to be as a natural Ponzi, perhaps. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Who really knows? But if you know how the game is played, then you know this is not just any ordinary natural Ponzi. Okay? You know this is not any ordinary natural Ponzi. Because this thing will keep going as long as there are people. There are more suckers born every day. This thing will keep just going and going and going. So it will just keep going and going and going. There won't be an end to this anytime soon, put it that way. But I'm hoping that people will get smarter and smarter and become more savvy. And the more savvy and smart you become, more intelligent, more educated you become in this cryptocurrency space, you can avoid all the garbage out there, the hype, the BS. Avoid Ozzy the BS. That's what you have to avoid. My little one's pedaling, thinking she's riding the bike. Okay, I don't hear anyone or see anyone in the mirror, but I still have to look when I turn. There's this big truck coming. This big truck over there coming. I'm gonna stop here. So my entry is recovering. It's just a little, some reason it was slightly inflamed around the areas of the thumb down here for some reason. And I think that had to do with my ant bite. It just inflamed the bite area, and obviously some of that reaction is my whole body's reacting to it. I guess it's an allergic reaction for whatever reason. Because yesterday I was all right. My hand looked really good. It wasn't. I could actually see the tendons and everything, and it still hurts a little bit. I'm like on the dexterity. I would have to say I'm 95% on the dexterity, but I'm only at like 88 or 89% on the strength. The tendons tend to heal a lot longer, and so that's what I'm dealing with right now. Alright, I'm almost at the school, and I'm gonna be late. I probably have to go to the office, but we'll see when we get there. Of course, what I really have to do. If you didn't notice that I got the other gimbal on, I got two gimbals. I switch them out. I switch them, rotate them, keep the battery charged, and make sure it keeps going. They're exactly the same gimbal. So one was for like $90, essentially $100 off of Amazon. The other one was $85 out the door from Fry's with their using their promo code. Now at this point, I'm letting the bike do most of the work here. I am pedaling, but the bike is doing most of it. I'm not exerting any more pressure on it than turning the pedals for the most part. All right, so hopefully the school will, I don't know, I might be a little early, might be a little late, who knows. Let's slow down here just a little bit. Okay, I can go now. I'm looking at the shadow on the right side here because I can see my little one's shadow, and she's kind of pedaling. She's standing up on the bike. She's gripping the handle. It's almost like she almost looks like she's almost trying to ride this bike. Good. I hope it gives her a good idea of how it feels to ride a bike. Maybe she'll actually start riding the bike on her own, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I've caused a deficiency. Okay, I don't see them over there. I could ride by, see if they're there, but looks like they're not there. Like all elementary schools, I think they start at 8:10. Let's see if anyone's here. If not, I have to take her through the front. If anyone's here. Nope, they're not there. So I have to take her through the front. That's what I'm gonna do. Just take her through the front. All right, Rose. All right, you can get a. All right, end the video here. Bye. All right, everyone. Drop the kids off here. All right, let's get out of here. Whew. All right, let's ditch the bike and get home. I wasn't the only one. Looks like there's a few parents who are just late today, and they got cars. You know, I mean, I would have made it if I had my car and just drove, but I rode a bike. You know, these parents, they can't take their kids to school on time, and they actually live, most likely they live closer. The only reason my child's coming here is because they enrolled her into the pre-K program. They don't have enough kids in the pre-K, so they put her over here. Other than that, I mean, all the kids that are around here, they actually live pretty close. So, anyways, it don't matter. You can pedal assist down to pedal assist 2. That way the co-pilot won't fishtail on me that much. If I stay under 20 miles an hour, the co-pilot follows pretty good for the most part. My young one just has to learn how to balance herself on the bike and not lean. You know, when you turn right, you lean right instead of turning, you know. You do lean right, of course, but you're doing it because inertia. They're just doing it because they think if they turn left, it goes left. Anyways, Going about 15 miles an hour here. Pedal assist 2, gear 7. Keeping it nice and slow so the bike doesn't fishtail. I had to tighten the screws where the flagpole is connected at. So the bike does bounce and vibrate, or the co-pilot does bounce and vibrate. So you got to check up on it, torque everything, torque it down, torque every bolt in a reasonable, you know, don't torque it all the way to the point you can't, you're muscling it, but you know, but torque it appropriately. I'm still in the process, I mean, I'm still brainstorming ideas how to use this WeeRide co-pilot as a, I mean, it is a trailer. It has that hitch. I just have to retrofit it, modify it, so I can put on my kayak and perhaps even other things. So I'm already brainstorming a lot of ideas, and I think they're going to work. So my immediate thing I'm going to try to mod is a kayak rack, and I have an idea. I'll use a seat post and the handlebar, or at least the bolt, that special bolt they have for the handlebar, so the handlebars pretty much stays onto the bike. I can use that, some tubing, maybe some flat bar, and just kind of just angle it in a certain way. Angle it up in a certain way, and make it into like a V or a Y, whatever it is, and put in my kayak in there like that. Whew. All right, let's set the bike down here. Excellent. I had a little hard time this morning putting the putting this thing in. It kind of almost stripped the bolt a little bit, but let's see how it feels now. Yeah, right about here is where it's stripped. Strip the threads here. So I'm just trying to get it back to being unstripped. Anyways, my daughter's complained this thing's broken. It swivels, sways too much, and it does, but you know what? Hopefully she's gonna outgrow it, and I'm gonna use this for my kayak. So let's get this thing pulled. There we go, just like that. I put this in here, and then I try to push it up so it's angled. Do that again. Okay, as long as it's stable. All right. Put this sucker back in. I don't know if you're all tired of seeing this, but anyways, things you got to do to relatively stay fit. My wife said I look healthier. I don't know what to do. She said I look skinny. All this time I look fat. Now all of a sudden I'm skinny. Her perception of me is changing. It's kind of interesting. I think I definitely have, I wouldn't say lost weight, but I have toned quite a bit. Okay, Do I have my lock? Yeah, I have my lock. No water bladder, as you see. No water bladder whatsoever. I emptied it. I'm going to California, so I gotta redo my whole setup here. Obviously, I'm not gonna take my gun with me. I will, however, still take the vest, because I do plan on walking around. I do plan on walking around out there. Okay, it works good. I still plan on walking around when I get there, out to California, and so I am going to more or less still get some exercise, and again, just to maintain my testosterone levels. I think all you need is 5 to probably 15 minutes of brisk walking. So I think I can manage some kind of brisk walk where I am. There's a so I think that's definitely doable. Okay. Anyways, there we go. I ditched the co-pilot. All right. Now that I ditched the co-pilot, the backpack's a lot lighter, but it still carries all my basic supplies, my tools and everything. All right, let me cut out here. I'm gonna basically cut out here and start another video.